In this video, I will be testing my macros. This is proof of my test plan. So as you can see, I'm testing the macro that will take you from the navigation menu to the instrument form. As you can see, I will then be testing the macro that takes you back to the navigation menu from the instrument form. I will then test the parent form macro that takes you to the parent form. As you can see, it does bring you to the parent form. I will then test the macro that brings you back to the navigation form, or menu, sorry. I will then test the macro that brings you to the staff form. I will then test the macro that allows you to print off new information. It will then ask you to enter a staff ID for the newly created member of staff. It will then open this in report view and allow you to print it off. I will then test the macro that brings you to the registration form. As you can see, it's working. I will then test the macro that allows you to process the rental and create a report of all the new rental details, including the student and the parent who are renting the instrument. Then ask you for the rental ID. And as you can see, print preview will allow you to print that off. I will then test the macro that will bring you to the student form, as you see. And I will test the macro that brings you from the student form back to the navigation menu. As you can see, this form is working, as well as all the forms previously tested. I will then test the form that brings you to the supplier form. Test the macro, sorry. And then I'll test the print now macro, which will allow me to print off the newly entered supplier's details. As you can see, the macro will then bring you to the report, to the print preview of all the new details entered. As you can see, it is working. I will then test the macro that opens the rental form. And this is just the form that would allow you to enter the rentals. Now test the macro that bring you back to the navigation menu from the rental form. This macro will archive all old rentals from the rental table without you having to go back into the rental table. As you can see, I have created a record just for the purpose of this test, which is outdated as it's from the year 2020, as you can see. I will then run this macro. As you can see, it will ask you to click OK that you're appending and that you're deleting this field. As you can see now, it has been moved to the archive rental table. And it's been removed from the rental table. I'll then test the registration, the macro, sorry, that brings you to the registration form. As you can see, this macro will now bring you to a report, the registration report in print preview, that will allow you to print off the registration details and give it back to the people. As you can see, it's asking for the parent ID, which you then enter as a newly registered parent and student. And as you can see, you're now able to print that off and it's in report view. I will then run the macro that will allow you to see all available instruments. As you can see, it's now in report view and it allows you to print them off and view them and hand them out to customers. I will then run the macro that allows you to view a certain parent's contact information from the navigation menu. As you can see, it'll ask you to enter the parent ID of whom you want to see their contact details, and as you can see, it will now appear on the screen and then bring you back to the navigation menu.